Hi everyone, I've literally just got in from a little walk. I woke up early this morning, so I decided to go out just for a little walk as the sun was rising, just in my local area, just around where I live, nowhere fancy. And I had this little camera with me. This is the Fuji XQ1. This is just a compact digital camera, nothing fancy. But yeah, just as I walked around, just took photos of whatever caught my eye. And it just inspired me to make this video really. And inspired me as well just to get out every day and take photographs, which I do try to do. But you know, sometimes there's times where maybe you just don't feel like it, or maybe you can't be bothered carrying a big camera around with you, or maybe you're just like, well, there's nowhere interesting where I live to take photographs, and you know, none of that really matters really. There's good photos to be taken anywhere, and you know what I love about this little camera is that I can just put it in my pocket or just wear it around my wrist and I've got it there, and no matter where I am, it's not no hassle carrying it, and I can just easily take photos wherever I am. So I like to carry this around with me all the time. As I was walking around this morning as the sun was rising, you know, there was really beautiful little moments just in everyday stuff, just where the light was really beautiful, or it's autumn now, so the trees were really nice colour. So you know, just taking photos of just everyday things like that. And okay, you know, these photos might not set the world alight, they might not get a huge amount of likes on Instagram, but I probably won't even share them on Instagram. It's not about that, it doesn't matter. It's just about going out there and having fun, and just going out every day and being creative. I even photographed in JPEG. This camera does actually shoot in RAW, but a lot of the times when I'm using this, I just photograph in JPEG. Sometimes the idea of spending hours and hours sat in front of a computer editing hundreds and hundreds of photos can also put us off going out and taking more photos. So photographing JPEG then. You don't have to photograph in RAW every time, you know, especially if you're just going out just for your own personal fun and enjoyment. Then what's wrong with shooting in JPEG? And JPEG and cameras now are amazing. Don't get snobby about always having to shoot in RAW. Don't be like, oh, I'm a serious photographer, so I have to shoot in RAW. Yeah, maybe if you're doing like professional work, or if you made the effort to get up for sunrise and you're in this absolutely amazing location and you're wanting to get like the very best photo you possibly could, then yeah, definitely photograph in RAW then. But when you're just sort of just practicing and just having fun, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with photographing JPEGs. And like I say, I like to use this camera because it's small and convenient, and I can carry it with me wherever I am. And I also like to photograph in JPEG when I'm using it, because then I can just easily upload the photos to my laptop and just quickly go through them, and don't really have to make any adjustments, and it's just quick, and it's just about me having fun and just practicing. We often talk ourselves out of going out and taking photos. We often come up with a lot of excuses about why we're not taking photos, and I'm guilty of this as well. That's why this walk this morning was just so great and inspired me to make this photo, because I realized that those excuses, I guess similar to what I've said in previous videos, those excuses aren't really reasons why you shouldn't do it. Just eliminate all those excuses, because you know, as I realised as I was on this walk this morning, it doesn't matter what camera you have, it doesn't matter where you live or where you are, you can always just go out and just have fun. It's not about taking the world's greatest photos every time you go out with your camera. It's just about having fun. Just get out there every day. If you really want to improve and get better as a photographer, get out there every day and just have fun. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves as photographers, and I certainly do this as well, in that we think that every time we go out with our camera we should be taking like magnificent photographs, and that pressure that you put on yourselves kind of like, first of all, it takes the fun out of it, and second of all, it kind of puts you off going out and taking photos, because you think you need to be taking incredible photographs every time, and that's an unrealistic expectation. You know, the greatest photographers in the world don't even do that, so don't put that pressure on yourself. So just get out and have fun. Get yourself a little compact camera if you have to, or obviously use the camera on your phone. Phones now have incredible cameras, so use that. Photograph in JPEG if you don't want to spend a lot of time editing, and just get out wherever you live. Doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter where you are, there's always photos to be taken, and there's interesting things all around. You just have to open your eyes and look. But most importantly, photography is about having fun. So stop putting lots of pressure on yourself and just go out there and enjoy yourself. Now I'm going to go and have a coffee. I hope that's inspired you. This morning inspired me, so I hope it inspired you as well. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.